I think I got the signal back online. Let me see if we have enough power to start the broadcast again. Go ahead and get the other equipment set back up. Yeah, this should be a safe space. Let me see if this thing works. Nothing. Just needs to be plugged back in. Let's see. Haha! We're in business. Let's see. I'm gonna start the boot sequence now. Get ready, we're going live. Okay.
This was really hard. I don't know
Yeah,
what the fuck is
it really is.
at all.
I'm not sure about any of these, to be honest. Okay, well let's see who was song 3 was number 1. Which was Both of Us by Jada G. Who did everybody have for song 3? Had Jason.
I guessed Jason as well.
I also guessed Jason.
Son of a bitch. Was it that obvious?
It wasn't. I crossed it out. Like I had
really?
Zephra at first, and then I crossed it out.
Yeah, I mean, it could have gone either way, honestly.
Mm-hmm. It's totally me.
I feel like he's like blasted this song in front of each one of us at some point.
Oh yeah.
Like,
that makes
this
sense.
is always playing music. Music's always coming out of like the phone or a speaker.
This is the fucking jam.
You gotta have a
like, 2
soundtrack
years
to
ago.
your life.
What were the 3 words again?
Oh, the 3 words were Chicago, blend, energetic.
Okay, energetic. Okay, so why those 3 words, Jason? Why this song?
Yeah, good question. So, just to walk through each of them. So, the way I set this up is like, 3 very separate and like distinct words. So, like the first one is Chicago. And the reason being is like I was like actually like researching the songs as we were going through this process, or I was going through this process. I learned that like she like turned to like early house records like for inspiration like for this song. And like as I was coming up with like thinking of different songs like for this genre, like I wanted to figure out a way to like bring in like some of the modern like house music, but also like songs that had like ties like to like its roots, right? Like back when it was like black and brown people and gay people, like it wasn't what it was today. So so like as I was researching it, like just hearing that she kind of went back to like the Chicago house records for inspiration, you can just really hear it with like that like soulful like jazzy like touch that the song really has. And then like the vocals are just like almost like in and of itself like another like instrument that just like adds like the texture to the song that I really love. So like it's fantastic. And I specifically chose this one or like this like version of the song because this is like an extended version of the song from her Boiler Room set, it obviously, as you can see if you're watching. And it's just amazing. Like you can just like feel like the energy
well, dude,
like watching
Chicago
the video.
House, like it's a gospel is what it is. It is church music.
It was inclusivity.
Have your feelings about church, whatever, but this is black church music.
Yeah.
Like it's what it is.
Yeah.
The piano, the soulful vocals,
the
all
modern, the modern generation's version of that. Yeah. I mean, it was a home to a lot of people that were, needing a place to, be themselves at that time.
I love her grooving.
And like even just like speaking of like needing a place, right? It's like just like this like really like with like a lot of house records, not in this one too, but it's like this like uplifting vocal, like a slow breakdown, like just like this like release, like where you see people get into like almost like a primal nature of like just like dancing and like letting themselves go on the dance floor.
Spiritual.
Oh, absolutely.
Yes, exactly. Exactly that.
This is very easy to lose yourself to.
Yeah.
It feels good. And that's why. I mean, it just feels so good. And this video is incredible too.
I want to do a boiler set so bad. I want to be there. I want to like. They're having one here in LA, but I don't really know the DJs that are playing or how we go.
But you gotta assume like almost any like boiler room sets like gonna be like legit because like they like pick these artists. You know like maybe it might be like maybe instead of like house music or disco music, it might be like more like hip hop, forward or those types of things. Like so, like I guess like that's a consideration. But nevertheless, like all these people are like super.
They're always S tier artists.
Yeah.
No matter what genre they come from, that's what I love about Boiler Room's content is that they really curate people worth attention. Worthy of the attention. A lot of times I discovered artists that I had never even heard of that are in heavy rotation now, so a lot of respect.
Yeah, so I can jump into the other word if y'all are cool with me moving forward.
Yeah, please. Yeah.
All right, so the next word that I chose was blend. And the reason I chose blend is because like this song like has this very unique blend of different elements from house and like disco and like even R&B that for me at the time, like whenever I heard this song, like, it just was like a very like fresh and like kind of like distinct sound from most of the stuff that I was like hearing like in this kind of like broader genre of house music. So so just like house, disco, and like R&B, and like I just like love like the soulfulness and like with R&B as well. So just like kind of her bringing that into this was like to me it was like really amazing. So just the ability like to merge like these different styles is just something I basically like, fell in love with. And like Z said, like I was like playing this song and it like so much and so often like
it just followed him wherever he went.
It's just so like uplifting, like you just like just cruising down the road, windows down, like just like jamming to the song. It just like makes you feel so good.
Yeah.
Heck yeah, I can see that. I'm gonna definitely throw this in some lists.
And then so like the last one, like as we see her like up here just like performing in front of this like live crowd. So the third word that I put on there was energetic. So just like her energetic live performances, like the energy that she brings to the stage, like literally just gives me life and like also like gives these people life like on the stage. Like so just like her ability to connect with the audience I think is like just like really like unmatched. So I love it. So just like energetic was the third word that I chose.
Agree. That's what you want out of your DJ. You want your DJ emoting. You want your DJ making faces and aggressively pressing buttons and twisting knobs.
But it's also nice to see like, not everybody's phones out, like everyone's vibing, everyone's like into it, you know?
That's what I love about Boiler Room Sessions too, is like people are there because of the music, like, and it definitely shows.
Dude, like, I think about like shows in Austin. It's like going to a like DJ set in Austin. Everyone's facing the front of the room, like a concert, But I've gone to like DJ sets and I guess it also kind of depends on like I don't know the location or the context, like whatever. But you're at a DJ like set, a house music set, like you're supposed to be dancing and
this is a dance floor.
Moving, twirling, and like not just like just there like looking at the DJ like you're at like a rock concert or something. You know what I mean? Like, it's so weird. Like, I don't know.
It is
Taking
weird.
the funk, no.
Yeah. You know, we were just talking right before we hit record about like some of the stuff that's happening like here more locally in LA, where we're at, and there's this promotion company called Lights Down Low, and they do really amazing shows, and all of their shows are basically just like in the warehouse district. So like it's like very old school too, where it's like you buy a ticket, you don't know where the fuck it's at. They send you an email like a couple hours before the show, and you basically show up, and you always know it's like going to be in the warehouse district. So it's got like this like very like old school like 90s like type of like nostalgic. Yeah, like I wasn't around to experience that back in the 90s, but like being able to experience it today is like fucking amazing. And you go to those shows, and it's very intimate. It's like it's like these are probably like packing rooms or something in the warehouse district where they're moving shit. But like you go there and like everyone's just grooving, like there's like no phones out, like everyone's just like there to like enjoy the music, and it's an experience.
Yeah, but the sucky thing is that like they still try to like close those shows down, like cops will show up. Like Jason got kicked, one of his shows got closed down and moved to like a regular club, and like he didn't even get to see the artist because it was like a shit show.
Oh no.
Yeah, it was because like literally I showed up and like it was like an episode of fucking Cops. Like there's literally like a LAPD helicopter circling
that's
above.
Unnecessary.
Yeah. I was like, that was like for a show of like 500
just
people.
Trying to
like
dance, sir.
This is a waste of like taxpayer dollars.
Yeah.
Like, what is happening?
You're polluting the environment.
So,
you don't want us on the streets, I promise you.
Yeah, let us get fucked up in private and just
this
dance
is
and
the
have a good
safest
time.
place you can be right now. For all of us.
Wow.
But yeah. That's a great concept for like a club, like a franchise of clubs. Just like have like a warehouse theme.
Yeah,
and working warehouse theme.
And the cool thing is like they pull like great artists, like big name artists, like even like we were talking about Grammys like as we were going through some of the trivia. So I went to a show maybe like 3 months ago with like Bonobo, and he's a Grammy award winning artist. Like it's like crazy. And the one that Z is talking about where the Cops game was Blessed Madonna.
Oh, nice.
Formerly known as Black Madonna, but like these are like big name artists, and they're just playing like very intimate spaces, and it's just like such a vibe, a vibe.
That's the way to experience it. Well, that was really good, dude. That's a great pick, actually. I mean, that was a total vibe.
Yeah, I love her. She's so good. And also, just like going back to the trivia for a second. So this song did get nominated for a Grammy, but she lost to Kate Renata. He has the song. He has a song with Kelly Uchis called 10%. So, like, I was kind of curious. Yeah, because I know of Kate Renata, but I hadn't heard that song, so I listened to it.
Yeah.
Like this was like one of those like very shallow rabbit holes, because I went through some fucking deep rabbit holes like researching this shit. Like you were like just use ChatGPT, like don't take so long, and like I literally that was like the longest part of like this whole process. Me coming up with the trivia, because like I would go down so many fucking rabbit holes. Like it's like so in a good way though. Like I appreciate it.
No, that's my favorite part. Yes, exactly. That was unsolicited intention, I guess.
We all just love
people
music
get
so
to
much.
enjoy.
I really love that. Yeah, this is like our nerdiness,
I know.
We get to.
I was like, okay, electronic. I was like searching electronic music, but I had to like call Jason and be like, what specifically though? Like dance? Like, which lane am I going in? He was like, just like house music. And I'm like, oh my god.
Well, that's the thing is that's what I was telling Bradley earlier. I was like, house is such a vague, genre that it can be interpreted in a lot of ways, and like you were saying about that other song, it's like you can hear like house influences in certain tracks, with other genres in certain tracks. So I don't know. I'm like, house is life.
Yeah, I think that house using that as a tradition is what keeps house alive like forever.
Yeah.
Because, it's part of creating a house song is paying homage to, where it came from. So there's always some kind of influence that, ties back to the origin of house. And so that's what makes it beautiful.
Yeah, and like every era, like there's like moments of like the classics that you're just like, it's like home, and then it's coming into the present, and it's just like, that song's like such a vibe, like let's fucking party, like it's just
such a good variation on a classic. It's really makes me happy. Okay, well, I guess do we want to move on to
let's do it.
Song 4 was next. Song 4. This was Chris Lake and Aluna. The song was Beggin'. This was hard to pin on any of it.
Yeah, it was hard for me too. I did put Jason down for this one. I may be wrong.
I can't tell you. I'll wait till everybody gets theirs.
Yeah. I had Zephra.
I put Jason.
I put Zephra.
Split decision. Nice. Good job. You get points for whoever you faked out there.
Oh wait, did we skip one? Did we skip? No, I see. This was the third song we did, right?
This was the second.
Okay.
Yeah, this was song 4.
So I'll
second song
real quick. So only one of my songs was selected out of the 8 that we went
through. Okay.
Interesting. That changes some things because I was wondering why I had an odd number of people.
That's interesting. Okay. I like this. I like where this is going.
Yeah.
We're gonna
so
roll with it.
I wasn't sure if that was better for me to tell that now or later, but now you know.
I'm glad you revealed that clue because I don't feel as crazy now.
It's not the alcohol.
Okay.
I don't know. Yeah. Let's see. So Zephra, why did you choose this song?
Okay. So wait, was this? What were my 3 words again? I forgot.
Let's see.
Hips don't lie. That's right.
Hips don't lie.
Hips don't lie. Like, so I actually heard this song at Coachella.
Oh, yeah.
Chris Lake and Fisher did a back-to-back in the outdoor stage, and they debuted this song, and it just was like the vibe, like everyone was dancing, like it's just that like fresh feeling of like festival season, like seeing your favorite artist in the desert, like it was just like a very amazing moment. So I needed to share this song with the world.
It was also like that perfect time where like, because like Coachella can also be very hot, right? It's typically like in the 90s, even gets up into the hundreds, but like this was like right after the sun had set. So like the mountains, the palm trees were like this like nice, like just like this beautiful like just like painting of like the sky and the mountains, and like just the music's like vibrant. And that's, at that point, you're typically kind of like turning it up like to the next level in like various different ways. So
yes, totally. This is the vibe.
It was day 3. You're you're like hanging on by a thread and you're still going full throttle. You're just like, let's get it.
That's right.
Yeah, that song is awesome.
That was really good. I love that song. Definitely add that to some lists.
I've definitely heard it before too, like interwoven in other mixes, you know. Just really nice.
He's blowing up.
Yeah. I like that. The robot is pleased. Alright, song 2.
Song 3. Yeah?
Well,
3.
The third song that played was song 2.
Oh, that's why I'm confused. Okay.
Sorry.
No, it's me. My notes.
Wow, 2018. Okay.
3-2.
This one I did have Zephra down for.
Ooh.
I had Gracie.
I had Bradley.
I had Bradley too.
Oh no.
Yeah. I was like, this seems like very Bradley, like something a little like under the radar.
Very nice.
Something eclectic.
Yeah.
I knew because it was old school. I knew it had to be Bradley.
I know. I couldn't resist it.
Let me go into the archives.
Yeah. Oh, house music, you say? I know the perfect answer.
I know that's the perfect song.
That's amazing.
This is the heart and soul of my progressive house playlist. So.
Yeah, love it. Amazing.
And I love progressive house. It makes me feel so good. Like it's like having waking up from a beautiful dream is what it feels like to me to listen to progressive house. And I wanted to base that playlist around this song because it is, like you said, you have to call back to where house came from, and they pull all the way back to like disco. They're sampling disco vocals, so like they're definitely bringing in the whole spectrum, like to pay homage in the progression of what is house music, because it came from disco and funk becoming intertwined, and then passed through the digital era of the 80s.
Yeah, it's like for me also too, it's like, you know, obviously none of us were around like back in like the disco days, like the 70s, like, so it's just like a way to even just like have that connection, because it's like, fuck, like maybe like should I have been like alive back in the 70s? Because like this would have been fucking amazing.
Absolutely, yeah. I definitely feel like I had the past life in the 70s where I was a gay man that owned a floral shop.
I love how
and I wore like a red silk ascot and went to Studio 54 every night. Like,
you've thought about this before, and I love it.
Yeah,
the oddly specific.
I lived this life at some time, and the many lives before this one.
That's amazing.
like the best like connection I have like with Bradley, I feel like was, I think it was your after Gracie's wedding after party at Crystal and Bradley's, and he's just playing music and everyone's like talking and there's like side fighting going on, and I'm just sitting there, and then like me and Bradley just like start dancing, and we're like, man, it's the two of us, and then here comes Crystal, and then like slowly like everyone just like started to like, migrate in the living room, and I was like, yeah.
Yes, I remember that. Yeah, that was a magical moment.
It was.
Because that was what everybody was waiting for. Everybody wanted to be fucking dancing, but somebody had to start.
I love that, dude, man. Back in my heyday, I'm like 10 years ago. That's what I felt like. I was that person who would start the dancing. Like, it's like I would get to the club and like everyone's just standing around, you know, these little rooms and stuff, and I'm just like, why aren't y'all dancing? This is insane. So like, yeah, I would just get on the dance floor, I start dancing, me and Kiki, you know, and then all of a sudden
exactly.
it's like, oh,
Tito.
It's time.
Tito jumped head first in the club. He walked in dancing. Motherfucker. Yeah.
I love that. I miss dancing with Tito. All of y'all. I miss dancing with all of y'all.
Miss dancing with all of y'all, yeah.
We
need to have our own dance festival.
Yeah.
Tito and I just talk shit to each other when we're dancing. That's all we do. It's like a battle. It's like a battle. Like we're battling each other. And it's like constantly like back and forth, like talking shit to each other.
That's perfect, actually.
It is.
Yeah, we're gonna see that pool on Saturday, so we're gonna get another dose of that.
Heck yeah. Tell him I said hello. But yeah, that was why I picked this song. I love, I don't know, diving into some modern progressive house. I ran into this song, and it slapped me.
Yeah, like I said,
because this is a modern version of like they remixed their own song from the 80s or 90s, and made it modern and groovy.
Yeah, like I said, it feels like a very Bradley song, something that just like flies under the radar, but like it's got that groove. It's got like you could play the song and repeat, and like everybody would still be grooving to it because it's like it's one of the songs that doesn't. Yeah, it doesn't have like one of those like big drops. It's just like this continuous like just groove to it.
Progressive, yeah.
Yeah, I love it. Exactly.
Progresses. Okay, well you got me. How many did I fool on that one too? 2 of you?
What's
or
that?
Only one of you? How many people?
I guessed you.
I guessed you.
Okay, so just Tracy.
Yeah.
She thought it was me, and I was very honored. That's a
This bitch knows the underground.
I did a lot of moving around. I'm like, damn, I'm so fucked. Like.
Okay, so the next song 4 was song 5. This reason it was picked.
Well, I
Shake,
put
pop, drop.
Jason down for this one because we were talking about Hot Since 82.
I know, that was what I was thinking too. But I guess not, it couldn't be.
It was me.
I mean, it was Zephra.
Yeah.
You got it.
Yeah, this is who we're gonna see on Saturday. We're fucking Tito.
That's sick. This sounds
the
amazing.
original Short King. Okay.
I really love this track though. I mean, same thing. Like
shake,
paying homage,
pop, drop. Like it's.
Yeah.
Those were the 3 words that.
Well, it's just because I've seen Jason pull that move a lot of times. So.
He does.
Come down to LA this weekend. You'll see them in person.
What were the 3 words again? Sorry. Yes, what was it? Shake, pop, drop. Anyway, yes. Sorry.
Yeah, but I mean, Hot Since 82 has just been one of my favorite top producer DJs. We actually did see him at Coachella as well, but I see him a lot at most of the festivals that we go to. But this song I chose because, he's like combining old and new, and he's giving us this like fresh new vibe on a song that, I used to listen to like, I don't know, junior high,
Exactly.
You're getting that like old school, like bringing back the junior high feel, but it's giving this like very sexy, like housey feel that's just like it just like makes you want to groove, and then it like brings you back with like that chorus, and you're just like like shake, top, drop.
Exactly. That is the move.
That is.
I love this. I mean, like Poison, that song in general by Velvet Voe, like
Velvet Voe.
Yeah, like that song has carried many a parties. On its own, and it sounds so good. This is such a good use of that song.
Yeah, this is also a song I feel like a DJ, like if they're ever in trouble, like and they just like need to hit like the fucking like, emergency button, like oh shit, like I need to get people grooving again, like fucking here you go.
Hit the
like,
Poison
this song.
Wrangle them back in. Get them back in. Yeah. Definitely.
Oh damn it. Did that work?
DJ be fun in the house.
Another one.
Call me. I'll play your party.
Yeah, this is. I mean, the song's already like, sexy in its original form,
Mm-hmm.
But this takes it to like a more like, just like deeper sensual like level,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Yeah.
It makes me like sweaty, like like
a good way.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, I feel like this would be a good Peloton song.
I was thinking more
Stephanie's
like
sponsor.
grinding on with someone on the dance floor, and like it's like, like what are we doing after this? Like, yeah, it's hot since '82.
Mm-hmm.
I want to do like
I would always mistakenly say, "Oh, my roommate's driving me back home." Oops. This is a good pick, though. I love this.
Yeah.
Honestly, I don't think I couldn't have, pinpointed a song by Hot since '82.
Yeah.
But I've heard the name for sure. Like the name.
All of his stuff is good, man. He's just got this
so I like
fat,
this, yeah.
He's got these like fat bass lines that just like get your fucking booty shaking.
This is what I think of when I think of deep house. Like I think of Hot since '82.
Like, it's like this. So, I mean, he might be on the same page as me, but like this is like tech house to me because it's got like that deep like kind of like techno beat to it, but also like this like melodic sound that you like typically hear in house music, and it's just so good.
But I feel like he rides the wave of like house to tech house like really well because like in some of his sets like he goes like super house, and then sometimes he goes extremely heavy on the tech house. Like on his album, his last album, I feel like it was really playful. Like he had Boy George on one of his songs.
That's a great song.
Yeah, and then he did a song about like Star Wars. Like it was about like a planet in Star Wars. Like he's like a huge Star Wars fan.
It was about Nobu.
Yeah. And like he has like Grogu tattooed on him, and like it's just like a really cool song. So you guys check it out. What is the album called? But it's like so good. He's just like super playful. Like he just knows how to like ride the wave like back and forth of like house and tech house.
I like that. It's a good quality to have. I think I was going to mention that earlier too when Jason was talking about blend. It was like, I think that's what house is really good at as well. Like, blending between some genres. And when you're genre bending, like, that shit is always gold to me. Like, I could listen to music that bends genres all day.
Yeah.
I had Gracie for this song.
I had Bradley for this one.
Where's this one? Strafe. I had Gracie for this one.
This is good game show music too.
I saw also like earlier in the song it was playing it said Paradise Garage, which was like this like famous really famous club back in like the early 80s back in New York City. And this is also like one of those deep dives that went on like preparing for for this episode. They also called it so it was Paradise Garage, but they would also call it the Garage for short. But then they would also call it the Gay Rage, like gay dash rage, like garage, the gay rage.
That's sick.
So again, just back to the times where it was like blacks, Latinos, gays, like that were fucking good.
Minority. I mean, there was a minority fighting for their voice. It's really what house was.
Yeah, and there was so many people that played at this place. Even like big names too, like Diana Ross, Madonna have also like performed here. Just again, like just undercover basically. Cool. Yeah.
What did you have for this one, Zephra?
What? Oh, I had you, Gracie.
Okay, it was me.
Heck yeah.
Did I get it right?
Wait, was it you?
Yeah.
Gracie? Yeah, fuck yeah.
Yeah, it was me. This is I guess I could pick this song because it feels like it's sitting at the intersection of a lot. It's like, from this, we can go to techno. From this, we can go to hip hop. And that is something that was just like exciting to me when I was growing up. I guess I really didn't understand that I liked house music until, very late in life. And I started going down all these rabbit holes, and realizing for myself, oh my gosh, like everything is house. Like house is life, and like I can like pinpoint in all these different songs why disco and house like that's me, and being able to discover all this and like to define like what I love in music. This is one of those songs where I can pinpoint like growing up I really like was into infatuated with like breakdance culture. And like that whole even electro type of sound, like those
Beat Street
breakbeat, like all of that was
Beat
like,
Street the movie.
No, it wasn't just that. It's Breakin'. And Breakin'
Oh,
too.
yeah, that one was good too. Yeah.
I grew up with those movies. Like, my older siblings, they are of this generation. And we mentioned before in a previous episode about, like, even, like, the freestyle, like, Latin hip-hop, genres as well. This song, it's that 808, and that just kind of, like a lot of things explode from this, So that's why I wanted to highlight that.
It's a good, great.
That's a great
pick,
highlight.
because I was gonna say this earlier and I forgot, but house music is like watching a tree grow. Like, it started as something small, but it just, it's this beautiful, living, breathing apparatus for, creating beautiful music.
I mean, I remember like being in like 5th grade, listening to like Hard House, like Bad Boy Bill, and like thinking I was like this like chola, like rebel, like you want a battle, like, and that was like the intro, like being so young, but like having it like literally be blasting like in my neighborhood, like you can hear it, like, and it's like, what is that song? Like, oh, I heard it on the radio, and then you gotta like make sure your tape's in there so you can record it. Like, it's all like, the technology wasn't as what it is today.
The struggle is real.
Yeah. Going back to what you had said, Bradley, about like the tree, and also someone else mentioned like primal, and like, spiritual. Like I really, and then even the whole like this was a place for those who are marginalized to come together and express themselves. Like this is kind of rooted in that primal, tribal, like type of vibe. That core of who
the whole message.
We are, as humanity, a collective, because it's always about community and collective, and like that dance space, you're doing that together, with other people, so that's a really beautiful thing about house.
Yeah, it falls in the line of like ritual, right? Like it's like our ritual to come gather and like listen and vibe to this music and just kind of be like in the same energy,
Totally.
Yeah.
Totally.
It's my 15-minute galactic mandated dance break.
I call it church, but I like that better.
Yeah.
Galactic dance break.
Very nice.
Very good. Well, thank you, Gracie. That was a
good pick.
Good pick.
Man, I couldn't hide it from y'all at all.
Sorry. Okay, song 6. Ooh, yeah. I was interested in this video when it started.
So I guess that means it wasn't Eve, because I totally picked you for the song.
You know what? I think I remember you introducing me to this video like in the middle of a party one time. We were partying at my house, and it feels like you told me about this song. You're like, here, if you like all of this stuff, you have to listen to this, and we put this video on.
Yeah, he's also like Todd Tertiary. He's like very, also like just like very eclectic too. Like he's just like
I love it. Yeah,
a weird dude that has like a great.
It's a strange sound wave. Yeah, that's what I love about it.
I put Gracie.
Yeah, I think everybody had me for this one too.
Damn it! I lost.
Oh no, I had Zephra.
Oh.
Yeah. Wow.
I feel really honored that you guys feel like I have this wide range of like really good music. I mean, I feel like I have good taste in music, but I'm being educated here, Like these are some cool facts that I didn't know existed.
Yeah.
I want to know about Candy, Dandy, Randy.
Well, this is not, the pedophile. This is like ear candy.
Yeah.
I mean, dandy is just like a weird word, and like we had already mentioned, Todd Tertiary is a weird dude,
Yeah.
And I mean, Randy is, I don't know, I guess it's kind of like alternative for like horny or whatever, like, it's more like, for life, if you will,
Yeah.
It's just like, it's
satirical.
Just candy.
Yeah.
It's candy. Like, it's just this song, these sounds put together.
No, yeah.
This
good.
song remains on like my top 10 track list of all time. Like,
wow, that's high.
If I need serotonin, if I need like ecstasy, like through the ear, because I don't have it available otherwise, it's this song.
That's a good. It's a good point, actually. that does feel like this song.
Yeah. It's just hard disco influence, but it's definitely house,
No, yeah. Absolutely. That was another thing I kept running into, is like I kept running into like new disco songs, or like I don't know. There's a lot of different genres that were happening around this time that like really also were a huge influence to the party scene. That's crazy.
I might argue that all disco is house.
Yeah.
But, you know, not all house disco. You know what I mean?
Sure, yeah, absolutely.
And then, like, the whole region, like, that, you know, Scandinavian electronic music, you know, yeah, there's a lot of really, really good stuff coming out of there. Like, I know Lindstrom is, like, another artist that is really, really, really good. And their sets are amazing. Like, seeing them do DJ sets, I highly, highly recommend. You know, they'll probably go through LA. If they ever show up, that would be a really good show to go to.
Oh, yeah, that sounds amazing.
Really fun.
Yeah.
Love it.
Definitely have to check out more of his stuff.
Yeah, and I think
That'll
it was
be
around
our
this
first
time.
Strange Soundwaves field trip.
Yeah. I think it was in 2011 whenever, like, I realized, like, oh, like, this is house, you know, like, and so I also have that attachment, you know, with hearing this song, and I'm like, okay, now I understand what house is, and then it's just like, oh wow, a whole new world.
Yeah. that was also back in like the Coachella days, like whenever.
Yes,
you know?
exactly.
Yeah. That's like, yeah, Coachella is a rabbit hole in and of itself.
Isn't it crazy we were all at the same places at the same time and we didn't know each other?
It's preposterous, I say.
It is kind of neat.
Yeah. I think,
Speaking of flashbacks.
there's a reason.
I know.
Exactly. Calvin Harris, dude. That guy ruled the world there for a little while.
He still does. Not necessarily in our circles anymore, but into the broader general audience, he's still fucking killing it, man.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, who did I have for this? This is 8? I'm starting to question my answer now.
I had Z for this one.
Yeah.
I had Bradley for this one.
I had Gracie for this one. If I'm going with what I wrote down.
Well, both Z and Bradley are smirking, so I can't tell which one it is.
Wasn't me.
It was me. I don't know. I honestly don't know how I got so lucky that all my 3 songs were picked. I think AI just was like.
Well, yeah, that's what I was working on actually before we started this episode. Was we had one too many, and I was like trying to figure out which one I needed to take out. I guess I took out the wrong one.
Damn it! Well, now you know that this is just a precursor to like what I'm going to share at the very end of it, because I'm going to share.
Well, yeah, we're gonna listen to your other songs.
Yeah.
After all this.
Yeah, that's fair.
And y'all are going to fucking love it because we haven't even covered it. Whether you like it or not. Y'all are going to fucking love it.
I'm going to pull it.
This has been waiting his whole life for this very moment. And I got to ruin it, but
it's getting its own platform, and it's going to be the bookend to the episode, so I think it's meant to be.
Alright, D, tell us, why did you choose Flashback?
When I started trying to find songs, like, this was like where I started. This was my starting point, but I was like, I don't know what route I want to go through, but if I think of house and I think of a song that just kind of brings back this like good, like youthful feeling, it would be this song by Calvin Harris. And this was kind of like the beginning of like me like really starting to party. Like traveling to like Miami to go to Ultra and EDC, and just like going into a whole new world of just like music and it being like in your face, and you're just like, oh my god, everything sounds so amazing. And like every festival, every DJ at that time was like playing this song, and it was just like that anthem for the summer,
It's such a good like snapshot into the you know what it was like.
This song's even like still so good today. Like
yeah, it is. It sounds amazing. It's still relevant.
Yeah, there's still so many of these songs. Like this song came out in 2009, and you know, a decade plus later, it still sounds relevant.
Yeah, and it's really cool because like he had just did his like disco album, and like he was like coming out of that, and then like this song appeared, and it was just like whoa. He was going in like an entirely new direction, and I liked it.
Yeah, that was it was amazing. The last song was song 1. Yeah.
Second to last song.
Get it right. Exactly. Sorry, I forget.
I had Bradley down for this one.
Me too.
I did too.
What? Okay.
Sucker.
You got me.
Might have got like a DMX version right now.
Yeah. Suck it. That was the move.
It was.
I really like one of my favorite pictures of me and Kiki together. Like we're doing the crotch chops. I think we're in like what was the name of the shitty bar that Jeff worked at? Like way on the east side.
Lostwell?
Yep, Lostwell. We were at Lostwell. Just there. Just hanging out collectively.
Oh my god. I just had like a 10-second flashback in my head. So when I did that, I literally said DMX, not DX.
Yeah.
Like not
good correction.
D-Generation X, not DMX.
Man, D-Generation X changed
We knew what
me.
you meant.
Yeah, DX was what gave me the permission to question authority, essentially. I was like 13 years old when DX was like breaking onto the scene, and exactly what
fucking
middle schooler needed to hear.
Yeah, dude, that was
Shawn
a good
Michaels,
era of wrestling. It's my favorite era.
Yeah, San Antonio represents.
Exactly. The attitude
I
era.
was a fan of Shawn Michaels.
Yeah. I once had a stream actually that ran like a 24-hour stream of all the episodes I have of Raw or I did have of Raw and SmackDown from like it ran from like 97 to 2000.
That's the best. It's like Kane, Undertaker, Triple H, like
Mankind, The Rock,
Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Yeah, all the greats. All the masters of the game. It was incredible.
So why'd you pick this song?
I picked this song because I remember the first time I was blessed to be able to have the opportunity to go play my playlists on the speakers in Karma. It was a club downtown that we had a friend that worked at that was just like really, really good friends with the owners who were there most of the time. And
which Karma was it? The one on 8th Street or the one next to
it was the one that, well, both. But I didn't actually like play music there until they moved over by Kingdom.
Right on.
That's where I would play sometimes. But I remember most of the time I would play it safe and just play like hits of the 90s or, you know, like whatever, you know, was popular at the time. But I was really getting into this kind of stuff around this time, and I wanted to see if it would work. And so this was like the first electronic song like I passed into the mix while playing at Karma. And it was everybody loved it.
This is gonna hopefully this blows y'all's mind like it did mine. And
Oh
I will
yeah.
I will totally bonus song? This is like bonus song, plus also like if there's like room for it, like I can also add in like a little second thing that blew my mind as well. So it's like it's a double feature. I'm gonna drop. Okay. I'll drop it here in the chat. Is that cool?
Yeah, that'll be your flavor of the week.
Here, no, start it where this is at. This like goes a bit further into the song. It just basically cuts. So it basically just cuts to the chase.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Dang.
Yeah, this is already going to be
not wrong.
All of the songs. Yeah.
All right.
We would be remiss if we were to talk about house music and not mention Daft Punk.
Well, let me just like tell you about this journey. So whenever I started on this, so the song that I was thinking about initially for this was "Music Sounds Better with You," which is by a band called Stardust. And as I was digging into, I was like, I knew the song, I knew who it was by. It was in GTA 5. Like if you ever played San Andreas, it was also in that video game. And you know, you'd be like cruising around like San Andreas, like picking up hookers, going to strip clubs, they just like cruising, shooting cops, like whatever, just like grooving to it. That's why I was like, dude, like this would be like the perfect song. But then, like researching the song, I found out that back in 2007, Daft Punk went on tour. Actually, let me back up for a second. So 1/3 of Stardust is one of the guys, Thomas from Daft Punk, which I did not know. I never knew that back until like a day ago. So back in 2007, they went on this tour, which is basically 1 year after they performed at Coachella with the Pyramid, which probably everybody on this call knows. And they played this mashup of One More Time and Music Sounds Better with You. And this is the only time they ever played it was on this tour. And it fucking blew my mind. Like, whenever I heard this, I was like, I've never heard this before. And I've listened to the song for like the past like 15 years of my life. And I found it on YouTube. Somebody recorded it. I have no idea where this recording, like what city it's from, but it was the best one that I could find out of 2. And it's fantastic. It's like so euphoric. Like
this is.
Yeah. Euphoric is a good word.
Yeah, it's trippy. It's disorienting. Like that's what Daft Punk is. Like that feeling of dysphoria.
And like like back in the day, them with like their LED suits and like the visuals that they provided. And I made a point. I was like, obviously like Daft Punk came to mind as I was thinking about like potential songs, but I was like, no, like that's too obvious. I'm not going to do it. But then they came across the song, and I was like, whoa, like I was like, I have to do it now. Like there's no other way. I have to fucking include them. So whenever I submitted the song, it was like Stardust / Daft Punk, and so like I just like had to like basically double dip and like perform the song.
Yeah. It's the perfect definition of house music.
Yeah, that French house sound.
Yeah, like so good. Like
elegant. It feels elegant.
Yeah.
Feels like being wrapped in velvet.
Yeah.
Is Justice from
France?
Justice
is from France. So it's like it's like Daft Punk, Justice, Cassius.
Yes.
There's the other song, Lady, if you remember that song, like
yes.
Maggio. There you go, Maggio. That's what. Yeah, it's like all of those. Like
that's what I think of as like the definition of the sound of house music in like the mid '90s, I guess. Like, I love that song. Maggio's Lady is, I don't know. Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, we couldn't have had this episode without Daft Punk in it. So.
Yeah, like I said, I felt like it was too obvious if I selected like a Daft Punk song, but then again, like I heard like that mashup, and I was like, game over. I have to do it.
Yeah. The robot knew. The robot knew it needed to be featured at the end.
Okay.
All right, well, you guys want to tally your points? See who won. Right.
I got 19. I had 14 from
Sheesh.
14 from the trivia, and then 5 from the guessing part.
Well, if
Nice, good job.
if we're counting my own questions, I got 10.
Yeah, counting my own questions
Sheesh.
too.
Okay. Let me count my own questions real quick.
We get a point for guessing who the earworm was, right?
Correct.
Should I count my point, my song, since all 3 of them got chosen?
Sure, whatever.
Because I got those trivia questions correct. So I'm at like a 20-pointer right now.
You only got 28 right now. 45 points. I guess drop your lowest score. Like that's how low. Of the 3.
Yeah, that song's not on YouTube. It's on SoundCloud, but it's not on
Like,
YouTube.
Bradley,
What?
tell her what she won.
Oh yeah. Did you win?
It's like a Price is Right.
Who won?
How many points did you have, Jason?
19. 14 plus 5, 19.
I
I
only
had
have 18.
20.
Hey.
Awesome.
Way to go, Zephra.
You the winner.
Yeah. You get to fight the evil robot. You're our champion. If the robot wants to talk about house music, we're gonna throw Zephra at it.
You have 11 new messages.
I'm glad you called, but I'm not home. But I'll be back before too long. You gotta seek your star, bang your number 2. Now this is all you got to do. Wait for the beat. You gotta leave your name, you gotta leave your number. Wait for the beat. You gotta leave it at the beat.
You and your champions may have bested me this time, be fun and spacey Gracie. But you can't hide the earworms from me forever. I won't stop until I have them all, and silence reigns supreme across the... Messages deleted.
Imagine a world where time drifts slowly. A world where music carries you away. Experience pure moods, the perfect soundtrack for your way of life. Direct from Europe, this multi-platinum collection has won the hearts of millions. Set adrift with the timeless pleasures of tubular bells. Or take a trip into the unknown with the X-Files theme. No other collection gives you the feeling of pure moods. To order Pure Moods, call the number on your screen or send check or money order for the amount shown, plus shipping and handling. Rush delivery available. Call now.